So as we're prepping for the trip, we noticed, we wanted to put some backup cameras in, and we noticed that the Cougar is already pre-wired for a Furrion system. And so I went out looking for, what the possible systems were going to be. And so we went with the Furrion system. It had more cameras than I thought. You can see here that there's already a pre-wired setup even on the sides, which I wasn't realizing. I was just thinking it was going to be the back. So this one here has a 7-inch monitor that I'm going to figure out a way to mount on the dash. The side markers, I just showed you that, but this is how the side marker looks. It has a camera pointing toward the back, and then the original backup camera that we thought we were going to have. So I'm going to get that installed, and we'll see how we do. This one I'm not really sure. This one doesn't have a pre-wired area, and so I'm going to see. We already have the side cameras, so I'm not sure we're going to need this one, but it's here, so we might wire that in and see what happens. All right, see how we do. So you can see here that this camera bracket is already here. So what I have to do is I have an option to take that whole thing out and redo the wiring. But what I'm going to do is just take this bracket off, unscrew here, slide this out, and slide this other piece back in, so without having to do all the wiring. So let's just see how that comes around. So I got the first one in. I left the original light, unscrewed this, plugged it back in, and connected it to the monitor. Monitor here shows paired successful, but look at that, it's upside down. So I guess I am supposed to look at that was on the other side. So we'll flip that around. Luckily, that wasn't too hard. Right now that we have the screws out, you can see that this just seems to slide right out of there, and you probably can't see it, but there's there you go, there's a connector in there, so we'll get that in. So now that we know that the other one, I pulled this off the other side since we know it's upside down now, and I guess that's what you get when you try to do it without reading it full the directions, man style. So anyway, I'm going to screw this in, put the thing on, just verify that it works before I do the other one. So I will say that as I'm taking this apart, I noticed there's a regular bulb here versus probably an LED. It might be a little bit more power saving there, but I can't see rewiring the whole thing since it's already there. I'm just going to use the cameras. All right, so I got the number 2 hooked up right, and just go check and see how we did with the pairing. So we got them both, the right side up, and we got them both left side, right side. It's an interesting view. What I am noticing is that it only works if the lights are on, which does make sense, because if there's no power to that light, then how can the camera work? So it looks like we'll have to use daytime running lights, keep the lights on all the time. So this is the camera item that started the whole thing, and I thought we were just going to replace that one, but the side one seemed like a bonus. So I wasn't sure what I was going to encounter with this backlight here, because it has this plug, but then it also has the plug with the wire. So I was expecting to wire. But when I took the back part off, it actually had a plug in here already, so it looks like we're just going to plug and play, which is a huge bonus. That's going to be ready to go right now. Yeah, I hate to be too much of a fan, but man, that was super easy to get in there. Well, we got the 3 hooked up, the 2 sides and the rear view. I can click on this to get that at full screen. That's the back, and then you can even see the ladder I was standing on to connect that. So pretty good camera. Take a little bit of getting used to, I'm sure, but I think that'll be helpful when I'm backing up. So this is the one remaining light, and even if I wanted to, I don't think I've got enough space to put that in there. So we'll just hang on to this one for now. Feeling good about the system though.